Welcome to Lifestyle Matters. I'm Marilyn Moore, and today we have a very special segment. We're at IQ Vision Care with Dr. Holt, and Dr. Holt was the one that detected eye cancer in Michael, a 15-month-old at the time, and ultimately saved his life. And Doctor, this is an amazing story. Why don't you first talk about, your first encounter with Michael?
Yeah, well, Michael is just an amazing little boy. His mother was very concerned and rightly, immediately, pushed to get him in to be seen by a specialist because she just felt like things were not right. Michael presented with what his mother noticed was that his left eye looked different than his right eye. She noticed it kind of first in pictures, that the center of the left eye looked kind of white instead of black.
And, are there any other symptoms associated, with something like this?
Well, this particular type of eye cancer, which is called retinoblastoma, it's the most common form of eye cancer in children, can present in many different ways. Sometimes it's just an eye that is misaligned. Sometimes it can be very atypical, and the eye can just be really kind of red with the eyelids as well. But the most common, far and away the most common presentation is just like Michael's, where the pupil, instead of looking black, looks a little white.
And right off the bat, did it go off in your head, this could potentially be eye cancer?
Yeah, absolutely. I see lots and lots of kids every day. And when kids come in for a first exam, I always have in the back of my mind, if they have one of these symptoms that can present, is it possible that there's something really serious going on like this?
Now, after Michael came in, what was the next steps, after, detecting that this could possibly be eye cancer?
Yeah, well, retinoblastoma is a deadly disease. And even today, in areas outside of like the U.S. and Europe where you can get very good care, it still has over 70% mortality. So it's a very serious disease. Fortunately, in the United States, kids tend to do much better, but it really depends on when the disease is detected, what exactly are the details of each specific case. So this is something that we immediately recognized as being very serious, and we had him the very next morning to the cancer center in San Francisco.
And then what was his journey from there? What was his treatment like?
Well, the details of the treatment depend on each specific case. Michael's cancer was actually quite advanced, and he needed pretty advanced treatment, and his entire eye needed to be removed. And he's also had to undergo some systemic treatments as well.
So he now has, it would be a glass eye, correct? And how old is he now?
He's about 3 years old.
Wow. So he's cancer free?
Yeah, right now he is in complete remission and doing great.
That's awesome. And with only having really one eye, does it cause any, issues, any balance issues at all?
Well, not really issues with the balance, but the world is definitely different, one eye compared to two eyes. The amazing thing about kids is that their visual system can adapt. So Michael's young enough that he will be able to adapt well to seeing the world with just one eye. It's a much different situation than if an adult loses an eye.
Now, this was just all from coming in, for his first eye exam, or, you would recommend if parents see anything wrong with any, eyes of when they're at a young age, always just to come in for an eye exam.
Yeah, if parents should follow their instincts. In a lot of cases, I will find that if mom or dad or the family just feels like there's something that's not right, a lot of times they are correct about that.
And now Michael is cancer-free, which is great. How can we help, Michael, remain cancer-free?
Well, it is important that he has, he's going to follow up. We're going to follow him through his entire childhood as he's growing up. It's a significant burden on a family to have a child with serious cancer, and so IQ has decided that we're really excited to participate with Michael and his family with a GoFundMe account for him.
And I know that you donated $1,000 to start it all off. So viewers, we can always be helping Michael and donating to this amazing cause, because Michael, I know I've heard, is an amazing child, and he's been going through a lot. And Doctor, thank you so much for being a great doctor. Viewers, we've been at IQ Vision Care with Dr. Holt, and thank you for watching. I'm Marilyn Moore.